Matt Connolly brought the potentially tragic hostage situation to a safe conclusion, successfully directing the landing of the hijacked plane.
Yeah, well, it was Ross that brought that baby in.
Well, he couldn't have done it without you.
Mm-hmm.
I really have to thank somebody up there. Not only am I married to the most wonderful man in the world, I'm also married to the bravest. I'm one lucky lady.
Yeah. Did you see what the Pistons did last night? That team is really on the roll. This could be their year, you know.
Are you changing the subject?
It's practice. That's what it is. Practice from when you're little, like Bobby. I mean, the boy works the ball. He dribbles a lot. He works on those foul shots. I'm telling you, the kid can become another Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we've got practice this afternoon. Going to work on those foul shots and the fast breaks.
Matt, Bobby's in Algorta with Cliff. Sí. Pero los otros. Sí. Adios. Antra. We made it!
Oh, did you have a nice trip?
It was neat. We flew over lots of jungle.
Oh, I didn't expect you so soon.
We could leave and come back.
No. Don't you dare.
Well, there's got to be more to it than that, Daisy. Well, if you weren't sailing away on all these cruises, none of this would have happened. All right. Daisy? Daisy! Oh, damn it! I was just talking to your daughter.
Oh, really? Well, how is she?
Very irritating, but she's informative.
About what?
That houseman of hers, Franklin, just filled her in on Nina's visit to the hacienda. Then Daisy, in turn, told me about it. It's very fascinating.
Can't imagine why.
All the various comings and goings of the two husbands. First, Matt leaves to search for Cliff. Cliff shows up. Then Matt returns. Then Cliff leaves. And then Nina goes. I'm sure all the implications haven't been lost on you.
Oh, much too confusing. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, I think you very well know what I'm talking about, and you're not leaving this room until you tell me everything you know.
77 million people. I hope I made enough food.
Next. Sorry. This Easter, lots of bunnies are trying to be the Cadbury bunny. But there's only one Cadbury bunny, and he brings the two candies perfect for Easter. Cadbury's mini eggs with their sugar shell and milk chocolate inside, and Cadbury's cream eggs with their chocolate shell and creamy filling. Which is why no...
Check job assignments every night. We rotate by the week, but sometimes we bump a prisoner to another area. Any questions?
No.
Word to the wise, Chandler. Some guys think a work farm is easy time.
I don't think any such thing.
Good. We understand each other. You do what you're supposed to do, and we'll get along real well. Don't, and you'll get broken like anywhere else.
I'm not looking for any trouble.
Unfortunately for you, Chandler, your reputation has preceded you. You won't get away with squat here.
All I want to do is my time and then get out of here, all right?
You keep your head screwed on right, you got a chance. I believe you know Miss Flynn. Do yourself a favor. Listen to what she has to say.
Morning, Ross. What's your assignment?
Grain storage.
That's not too bad.
What is it with you? Are you going to follow me every place I go?
Maybe. Actually, my territory covers several institutions.
That's a terrific job you've got. A lot of traveling, you meet a lot of new people.
Yeah. Listen, you never really started the counseling program over at State.
That's right.
I think it would be very helpful if you gave this program a try here. Do you understand why I had to testify the way that I did at your hearing?
Yes.
I'm glad that the hearing turned out well.
Yep, I'm still behind bars.
They did not increase your sentence, and they sent you here.
This is still a prison.
Some are better than others.
Yeah, I guess.
Some you never get out of. Like the one up there.
I'll get by.
Sure you will. You have for years, right? I think you've been very unhappy a lot of those years.
What makes you think that I'm unhappy?
Eventually, you're going to walk out of here. But you will not be free.
I'll do fine.
No, you won't. Not until you deal with what's been driving you. Not until you deal with the anger that got you.
Oh, come on, Jean. We've been through this before.
Yeah, we have been through this before. I am telling you that you have a job ahead of you. So let me help you.
I don't want your help.
You just think about it, okay?
Hello.
Come on in.
Thanks. Well, well, well. Now that you've read our little treatment, what do you think of it? I think we ought to get started on it right away.
I'm sorry. Jackson, I don't want any part of it.
You sure? I really wish you'd reconsider.
No, if I let that movie be made, I will never get over what happened.
Oh, I don't know. I really don't think it would go that way. I think it's much more likely that people will become even more sympathetic. You know, there's a scene in this treatment. The way the author envisions the scene where Alex tells you that he never really loved you, I think it's going to be heartbreaking.
I think it's going to make a fool out of me.
No, it won't, Natalie. I think a lot of people would have a much greater understanding, though.
Jack, you are a friend. I just don't think the public would react the same way.
Sure they will. If the script is well written, you bet they will.
No, the answer is still no.
You didn't even read this thing, did you, Natalie?
I couldn't get past the title page. The Natalie Hunter story. Oh, I can see the ads now. They'll be in red with a half-naked actress.
Oh, come on, Natalie.
Oh, my name dragged through the mud again and again.
Natalie, we can be careful.
No, Brooke was careful with the Trend article, and it didn't matter. All right, sure, maybe it helped a few women, but it also seems to have attracted every pervert in town. I am not going to put myself and Timothy through this anymore. I can't. I won't.
All right, look, we can take precautions. We can change the locations. We can change the names. Make sure that people don't know who it is.
It doesn't matter. They still know who it is. They call me names. They treat me like a...
Wait a minute. Something's happened. What was it?
Just another day in the life of Natalie Hunter. You know, step up, folks. Let's watch her lead her life. You can buy tickets. Touch her if you want to. Everybody else does.
Look, whatever it is that's upset you, I want you to tell me what it was, please.
No.
Please?
A man, just a filthy, leering, disgusting man, and he wanted...
What?
He wanted me to go to his room with him. He grabbed me and... Yeah.
Where did this happen?
With the Valley Inn. I have just, thank heaven, Palmer was there, because if he hadn't been, I don't know what I would have done.
Well, I'm very sorry. I truly am.
I think it's time you cut down on the caffeine. Everything you... Oh, dramatic.
If you and Jasper don't want to start looking for a new situation, you had better start treating me very seriously, Myra Sloan.
Now I am scared.
Myra!
Palmer, for heaven's sake. Everything I know, you know.
Oh, you will drive me into an early grave. I want you to tell me what Nina told you happened at that hacienda.
Exactly the same thing she told you.
No. It's got to be more than that. It has to be more than that. She tells you everything, every single detail. Now, I want to know.
Why don't you just calm down and tell me what got you started on all this?
Well, I've had a very funny feeling. Ever since Nina returned from South America, something strange was going on. All this waffling back and forth between Matt and Cliff. Now, Daisy just cinched it.
Cinched what?
Well, she was quite surprised to hear that Nina and Matt were together, especially since Nina and Cliff spent 36 hours together.
Oh, how can anybody know how much time they spent together?
Franklin timed them.
Oh.
Naturally, he just concluded that husband and wife were reunited. Now, are you beginning to get the picture?
If you are thinking what I think you are, it is none of your business.
Oh, Myra, you have no imagination.
You have too much. And what's so important about it anyway? Why do you get some kind of kick out of imagining what must have been a very painful time for all three of them?
Oh, I don't think it was all that painful. Nina and Cliff locked up together in that hacienda. You don't think they were just staring at each other's eyes all that time, do you?
What if they weren't?
No. The whole idea is just absolutely delicious. It means that possibly that child that Nina is carrying is not the issue of that vulgar soldier of fortune.
You jump to the most ridiculous conclusions.
Oh, you're not bluffing me. I can tell by looking in your face.
Tell what?
You know, don't you?
Damn. Some things are private.
I was right. I knew it. I was right. That baby is Cliff's.
This time you have really gone too far.
Oh, I don't think so.
You are wrong. And you are insulting.
Why? Why? To think that a fine man, a dedicated humanist, a courageous doctor would be fathering my grandson? No, it's heartwarming.
That baby is Matt's. And to insinuate otherwise is mean to Nina. And it's cruel.
Oh, my foot.
And furthermore, that baby was conceived before Nina ever went to South America.
Are you saying that the conception took place before Nina?
She slept with Cliff. If she slept with Cliff, yes.
How do you know?
Because I know Nina.
And what does that prove?
If she says that baby is Matt's, that baby is Matt's. She chose Matt. She loves Matt.
You can say that 100 times, but if it isn't so, it isn't going to make it so.
Palmer, our little girl has a chance to be happy with Matt. She has a chance for a life with Matt. Now, why do you want to ruin it for her by stirring up trouble?
Well, it doesn't take me to cause her any problems.
Oh, you're right there.
But it could be, Myra, it could be. I mean, it just makes common sense. No matter what you say, I could be right.
You are playing with fire. Palmer Cortland, you muck about in this, you are going to lose Nina for good.
Why didn't I know?
Because you were in the middle of that airport situation. There's no way I could talk to you.
Fine. When we got home, why didn't you tell me?
Matt, it slipped my mind. Believe me, I'm not trying to keep anything from you.
Why did he have to go at all?
Because he's setting up the medical facilities here.
Yeah, but that was supposed to keep him and Bobby stateside.
And eventually it will, but there's some things that he had to take care of in El Gorda, and Bobby found out that his daddy was going to go down there, and he wanted to go too, and Cliff just didn't have the heart to say no.
So Cliff whisked him away, huh?
No, it wasn't exactly like that. He called me up, and I said that I didn't see anything wrong with it.
You know, this isn't exactly a trip to the corner drugstore. I mean, it could have looked all innocent and everything, and then when he got down there, he had no intention of coming back.
I don't think that is going to happen, and if I thought that it would, I wouldn't have let Bobby go.
You don't know what a man would do in order to keep his son with him.
You know, Cliff wants Bobby to be happy, and he wants to stay in Pine Valley.
Sure.
You know, Cliff and I have had our differences lately, and the one thing that I'm absolutely sure of is that the one thing we both want is for our son to be happy.
All right. I guess if you're willing to believe in him, I'll go along with your instincts.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I really like mornings like this.
Yeah.
But
what?
I have to go up to Claiborne to visit Ross. Even though what he did to Natalie was awful, he's still my brother.
can't believe how stupid and how cruel some people can be.
Well, you can see why I don't want to continually dredge up my life.
Oh, believe me. This kind of thing will fade away eventually. It really will, trust me. But until that time, you must be practical. Now, Natalie, someone, sooner or later, is going to put your life story on the big screen. It's inevitable.
But do you really think so?
Of course I do. That treatment was unsolicited. And yet it ended up in some very powerful hands.
You know, I wish I had never done the article for Trend.
The article for Trend needed to be done. Look, you did it with a sensitive, caring writer who didn't exploit you. You exerted control, and that's all you need to do to make this movie work.
Jackson, the impact on my life could be
That's why
overwhelming.
you have got to step in and take the reins. You control the quality. You control the slant. That way you can never be taken advantage of by some hack.
All right. Look, I'll read it. I will really read it this time, but that's all I can do.
It's all I ever wanted you to do. Thank you. I'll leave you to your task. I've got an appointment.
Ross entered the room, closed the door, started walking towards her. He was so angry.
All the time we were trying to be so good, both of us. Good. Didn't do anything. We denied ourselves. Remember, Natalie?
Ross!
And for what?
Let it go!
What? For what? The two lousy rolls in the hay, is that it?
You're hurting me.
Look, everything's gone bad, hasn't it? Now you don't even want me, huh? Come on.
Oh!
Come on.
Please!
All the time you're trying to help me wreck my family, Natalie. Huh? You're saying, no, we mustn't do anything. Look, and then what? What do? You come you're dressed like you're dressed. See, you get me to want you, isn't that it, Natalie?
I don't want this. I don't
You
want
know what's wrong with you? You're nothing but a tease.
No.
You don't want to take responsibility for what you really want.
Ross! Is anybody here?
You know damn well nobody's here.
Stop. Stop, please. Don't. Ross, don't. Please. Ross, stop. Stop. Don't. Stop. Ross. And so you dropped off your luggage at the house?
Yeah.
It is a
It
beautiful
was
house.
neat.
Oh, well,
A
thank
house.
you. Thanks. It's been in my family over 100 years. I'm very proud. Even though most of the money went to the revolution, I managed to hold on to the house. Bobby, would you like to see the rest of this building? It's really very fascinating. It used to be a fort years ago, and you can see the bullet holes and the cannon shot in the walls.
Honest?
Yes, really. And there's wonderful murals and paintings of Indians and explorers.
Neat. Can I, Dad?
Well?
Oh, I'm sure that my secretary, Maria, would be more than happy to give him a grand tour.
Oh, in that case, absolutely.
She's right outside at the desk.
Is it possible I forgot so quickly how beautiful you are?
Thank you.
Government life obviously becomes you.
I've missed you.
I missed you, too.
Wish I could stay longer.
I do, too.
Look, the way we parted it at the airport, I was also rushed. It didn't give me a chance to explain, and I want you to understand.
I told you from the beginning that I understood.
If I was alone...
I know. I know.
Bobby's been thrown around so much in the last year. Pine Valley's all he's got. He needs that.
And you do, too. I always knew that. It's where you both have to be.
I wish you could be there, too.
My life and my place is here. And I do think it's sad. I mean, when you find someone that you would like to live your life with, and you know it can never be.
If there was any way
It wasn't meant to be, was it?
Hello.
Hello. I'm afraid my wife's not home.
Oh, that's too bad.
Look, I know she doesn't use too many cosmetics, but maybe if you stop by another time.
Oh, obviously you don't know who I am.
No, I don't. Who are you?
I'm Enid Nelson. I want to congratulate you and tell you how pleased we are that your child is going to be with us.
With you?
At Pine Valley Country Day School.
I don't follow.
Just the most prestigious school in Pine Valley. My son, Gregory, went there, of course. I'm a member of the board.
And?
And I am thrilled that your child is going to be with us. I want to welcome you personally and assure you that your child will be very well received.
Lady, I still don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. Oh, good heavens. Oh, he must have wanted it to be a surprise. I do feel terrible.
He?
Your father-in-law.
Oh, old Pops Cortland.
Oh, yes. Palmer arranged everything. Oh, dear, I hope I haven't spoiled it all.
No. I appreciate you telling me.
Well, I don't need to tell you we appreciate Palmer's very generous contributions to the school.
Yeah, naturally. Look, I really appreciate you stopping by, and I'll make sure I tell Nina everything that you told me. But I really have to rush off to work.
Well, it's going to be such a pleasure to have a Cortland at the school. The Cortlands are unquestionably leaders in this community.
They really are something, aren't they?
You know, if your child inherits any of your bravery and courage, well, he or she will simply be a representative of what's best in Pine Valley.
Thank you.
And I don't want you to worry at all about the school. We have very high academic standards. And, of course, we have the strictest of entrance requirements. We don't water things down to appease the have-nots, if you know what I mean.
I think so.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.
That son of a pup.
Don't give me any more of those pathetic excuses. I know damn well that phone is in working order because I talked to somebody just a little while ago on it. Yeah. Yeah, there, you see. Working now, isn't it? Sure. No wonder you're a third-rate country. You can't even get your phone system to work. Oh, Franklin, is that you?
Who's speaking, please?
Well, it's Palmer Cortland. I want to speak to Daisy.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Cortland, but she isn't at home.
I know damn well she's there. I just talked to her. She's trying to avoid me. Well, she's not going to get away with you. Get her on the phone right now.
Well, I wish I could help you, sir, but she left 20 minutes ago. She'll be riding for at least an hour. I'd be very happy to tell her that you called.
This is ridiculous. I want to talk to her right now. Get her on the phone. You hear? You know, the problem with Daisy is she just doesn't want to face any problems. She just, every time the problem comes around, Myra, would you get the bloody door? Every time Daisy sees a problem coming around the corner, she just runs away. Well, you tell Daisy... Oh, Franklin, forget it.
right, all right.
This is not my lucky day.
You have just sunk your own boat, buddy.
That's a quaint expression, but it's hardly illuminating.
Let me shed a little light on it for you then, Palmer. I intend to make sure that Natalie knows just what a sick, twisted individual you really are.
Oh.
What are you getting at?
What am I getting? Palmer, I can't believe that you actually went ahead and did it.
Did what?
Did what? What, have you got so many plots going on in your head that what you did to Natalie doesn't seem particularly memorable?
I didn't do anything to Natalie.
Oh, the hell you did.
What are you whimpering about now?
Palmer, a sadistic sicko just tormented her at the Valley Inn while you happened to be at a table conveniently nearby.
Well, the gentleman in question was less than subtle. However, he did get the job done.
Tormenting a recent rape victim? Where the hell did you draw the line? And what cesspool did you find that guy in?
Moral outrage does not suit you, Jackson.
Well, let me tell you something. You can forget about this petty little campaign of yours to get Natalie back. Because once she gets that check from the Wildlife Association, she's going to be all on her own.
I wouldn't be too sure.
Palmer, all a man like you can offer a woman like Natalie is wealth. You've gone out of your way to make sure she has her own. I'm going to go out of mine and make sure she keeps it.
She'll be lucky if you leave her 10%.
You blew it, Palmer. Big time. And I couldn't be happier.
Show the bump. Ross is a very handsome man. It's not easy to believe your ex-lover raped you.
I was raped.
Your ex-lover raped you? Make him believe it. Who'd believe
I
it?
was forced.
Ross is a very handsome
was
man.
raped.
It's not easy to believe your ex-lover raped you.
I was.
Your ex-lover raped you?
I was
Make him
forced.
believe it. Who would believe it?
I was raped.
Ross is a very...
Shut up! Just shut up! Please shut up. I can't deal with this right now. Please. Stop. Stop! Stop it! Stop it!
They are offering you tons of cash. And all you have to do is talk into their little tape recorders for a few hours, let them take a few pictures.
Timothy is waiting for you at Donna's.
Well, I am sure that Donna doesn't mind having him for another few minutes. Honey, listen. You can't pay the bills. You can't find a job. They're going to take away all your credit cards. You won't let Palmer come up with a decent settlement like it deserved. Will you sell the rights to your story for Pete's sake and start living high off the hog again?
Thanks for coming.
See my big brother.
You sure you're supposed to be here in that condition?
I'm fine. I really am. You're the one I was worried about. This place isn't as bad as the other place.
Yeah, I guess.
You won't be here that long.
Yep.
Not when they find out what a good guy you are.
And what terrific license plates I stamp out.
And Julie's coming back to you. She wouldn't have testified if she wasn't.
Come on, Nina, let's not talk about that. I can't undo what I already did.
Okay, so you made a mistake, but you're paying back for it. Spending time here, doing what you did to save Julie.
It's not the way I see it.
I think you have to forgive yourself.
Right.
Ross, look, you made a mistake. It can't cancel out the rest of your life.
Come on, Nina, I don't want to really talk about
Okay,
this.
I understand that you're in a lot of pain. But we all still love you. And no one's stopped loving you. No one's given up on you. You can't give up on yourself.
I threw it all away.
Well, you can start all over again. You can start a new life and know you.
No, Diane. It's not worth it.
Why not? Russ, you have to step to the pain. You have to face it.
Why? Why? You tell me why I have to do that.
If you don't, you'll be dead. You'll just die inside. Oh, come on. And I'm sure that there are a lot of people here who could give you some help.
I don't need any help.
When I needed help, I went and I got it. I don't think that I could have gotten through it without it.
How's Matt?
He's fine.
It's quite a job you did landing the plane.
Oh, you helped a lot.
No, I didn't. I just followed instructions.
Ross! Oh, you're right. You don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. Matt is a wonderful man.
Good. Because you deserve the best, Nina. I mean, you got Matt, you got a baby. What else do you want?
You and I got something to settle once and for all. Leave my kid alone.
Whose kid is that?
Whose kid? My kid. Nina's and my kid. Look, you've interfered in our lives enough. You're not going to get a crack at our kid.
Nina's about to have my grandchild. I'm not exactly going to disappear.
Hey, nobody's asking you to. You want to play granddaddy? Fine. Take the kid fishing. Teach the kid everything it needs to know about computers. That's great. But you're not going to run its life. The kid's name is Conley, not Cortland.
It's a dubious honor.
Look, you tried to jerk Nina around all her life. It's a miracle she turned out to be a whole person instead of your shadow. You're not going to get a crack at our kid.
So Nina owes a lot to what she is for her upbringing.
Bull. She's fought you her entire life. She's fought all of that garbage, and she's done just fine. My kid isn't going to have to deal with it.
What brought all this on all of a sudden?
A visit from Our Lady of the Socially Correct.
Oh, Enid.
Yeah. And I hear that you're pulling strings all over the place, throwing money all over the place, and my kid's registered in schools through the 21st century.
Well, I should think that a decent father would appreciate my taking interest in this child's future. After all, you know nothing about the decisions that were made.
And I suppose you know everything there is to know about being a great father.
Yes, I think I do.
Yeah, well, tell it to Ross.
That's none of your business.
Oh, that's a fine example of fatherhood, isn't it? The other day at the airport, huh? Here, Ross sticks his neck out 10 different ways to save Julie's life, and you can't even manage thanks or give him a nice nod or anything.
I don't have a son.
What you did to him. Did it ever occur to you that you're the reason he turned out the way he did? I mean, my God, the man, you abandon the man when he's a baby. Then you bring him back into your life when you think it's suitable, right? And then he screws up once, you toss him out on his ear when he really needs you.
I think you've said quite enough.
Yeah, well, I hope you heard it. Because come hell or high water, you're not turning our kid into the image and likeness of you.
You know, I think Nina is more my daughter than you care to think.
What are you talking about?
Well, I have to hand it to her. She certainly has sold you a bill of goods.
You got something to say to me, then say it.
With pleasure.
For so long, I've wanted to have a baby. And now for it to happen at this time, it's the biggest blessing that I could ever ask for.
Did you and the Cliffs? You tried for many years.
No. It's okay. I'm okay.
What about Cliff?
That part of my life is over. And I'm not going to say that it didn't hurt. Or that it wasn't painful, because it was. But I realized that until I could decide to give it up, it would keep on hurting, so I had to let it go.
And Matt?
And Matt, I'm so lucky that he was there. And I love him very much.
So you're happy?
Mm-hmm. And I think that we can all get happiness out there. We're given another chance, Ross. I think you can, too. You just have to try.
Please.
Please try.
Thanks.
I have to go.
Take care of the baby.
I will. I love you.
I love you.
Take care, okay?
You too. It's not easy. It's not easy living with yourself, knowing the way you are. I mean, all the faults, defects, the weaknesses. But I'll tell you, it's a lot better than living with lies. And the hard part is living with things that you can never change. And most importantly, between you and me, Julie, I'd do anything for you. I know I can't erase what you saw, what you feel. But you gotta believe me. From the bottom of my gut, I would do anything for you.
I'm glad to hear you had a visitor already today.
My sister. Tell me something. Is your office open now?
Yes, it is. Why?
Could I talk to you?
Absolutely. Let's go.
May I have an orange juice, please?
Coming right up.
Thank you.
Might want a little vodka with your orange juice.
Hi, Natalie.
I'm sorry, but I can't do it. I read it.
Give it some more time. Sleep on it?
No. It is sensitive. It is kind. It's everything you said it was. I can't do it.
Nothing I can say to change your mind, huh?
I can't deal with it. And I don't imagine ever being able to deal with it.
Well, can I get you something? Have a seat, at least.
No, it's all right, thank you. I am sorry.
And there was a dungeon with big iron rings on the wall and everything.
We gotta get one of those at Pine Valley Hospital. Gee.
Maria has a son about my age. I can play with him sometimes. He might even teach me Spanish.
Wow, that'd be great. That way I have an interpreter down here.
I'll tell you what. I am going to do something very special. I have a wonderful idea. Because of the two of you, I'm declaring this an official holiday.
Wow.
I am. Bobby, I want you to go out and ask Maria if she and Juanito would like to join us for lunch.
You mean you're taking the rest of the day off?
Yes.
You can do that?
Oh, this once.
Hey, Maria!
You do enjoy him, don't you?
I do. And I just haven't had the luxury of time and peace with children in the last few years. Oh, they really are remarkable. You've made the right decision for him.
If it could be any other way.
Don't. And don't look at me that way. I've chosen my road.
You are so beautiful.
and longing and a need to help people. And I know that there have been some sacrifices along the way, but they were worth it.
I hope Al Gorda knows what a treasure it has.
Well, if it doesn't, then I'll remind it.
You're all right, though. You're happy. I mean, your life's okay.
I'm in the habit of living it for the moment.
Sometimes that's the only way to do it.
You too, huh? I'd like to propose something. For right now and right here where we are, we're with each other. So please, let's not get philosophical and sad and think about a life that changes too slowly or one that changes too quickly. Let's just make this our own little world. And our time.
Mom! Honey? I thought you'd be home.
You're clever, Matt. Surely it must have occurred to you.
I'm losing patience, Pop.
Even though her marriage to you is a mistake, she is fulfilling her obligations to you, and I must respect her for that.
What are you getting at?
What do you think she and Cliff are doing for 36 hours in that hacienda all alone? That child you think is yours happens to be Cliff's.
Together on Full House.
This is Joan.